have. But what happens to them now? Well, that just depends on us.
You'll be able to see a portrait of the early life of Paddy Ashdown in a special evening report of 5 News later in the election campaign.
Every weekend, 500,000 people break the law.
This generation has got a totally different outlook. The powers that be are people that probably haven't taken ecstasy.
We know what is happening, and there's very little we can do.
We don't know whether the effects are reversible.
Alcohol is legal, and E is an experience which changed a lot.
You don't know what your kids are up to. How can you help them?
Ecstasy, the fun, the fears, the facts. Turn on to Generation E next Sunday at 10 on 5.
Bringing you the news as it happens, a 5 News update presented by Kirsty Young in 2 minutes.
Hello and welcome to independent television.
Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know that wouldn't like Kellogg's Corn Flakes? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know that wouldn't like Kellogg's Corn Flakes?
It's a pleasure to be able to say welcome to Channel 4.
The birds and the bees waking up, waking up. The flowers and the trees waking up.
This is 5.
Oh, what a beautiful morning! Oh, what a beautiful day! I've got the beautiful everything's going my way.
I used to dream of a white wedding. What a nightmare.
Entertainment tomorrow on Channel 5. At 7, exclusive showbiz news in the all-new Daily Show on who's hot and who's not.
5.
At 7:30, we're answering a desperate wildlife SOS behind the scenes with the wildlife rescue teams. Then at 8, how do you fancy living in a hot property like this? Because in this new series...
We go home shopping. That's home shopping.
Set your watch at 8:30. That's the time for Britain's freshest, brightest nightly news with Kirsty Young. Then the stars come out at 9. There's a top film every night on 5, and tomorrow, Helen Mirren opens a season with Losing Chase, the British TV premiere of a gripping award-winning performance. Then live at 11, the man you'll love to go to bed with, Jack Doherty, brings late-night fun and chat. Followed by the Comedy Store's Gag-A-Minute Marvels. Enjoy it all with ITN headlines every hour tomorrow here on Channel 5.
In an hour on 5, a powerful and compelling true story.
I read something about hostages once. It said you should try to make your kidnapper like you.
We don't want to hurt you, but we will if we have to.
Make it difficult for him to kill you. He kept me in the box all the 8 days.
Don't let me do it in here!
An ordinary girl with extraordinary courage.
It's Stephanie! She's home!
Stephanie Slater, a woman driven beyond fear in an hour on 5.
In a little over 2 minutes, why is Bob Peck taking money from kids? And what business have Martin Clunes and Nicholas Parsons in hospital? Before the comedy, keep in touch with what's happening in a 5 News update.
Welcome to 5 News. It's 8 o'clock. I'm Kirsty Young. Loyalist terrorists are saying they planted a car bomb outside a Sinn Féin office in North Belfast. They're calling it a measured response to recent violence by the IRA. Minor damage was done to properties in the area as army bomb disposal experts carried out a controlled explosion. It's in response to an earlier sniper attack on a British soldier in South Armagh. There's mounting pressure on the Tory MP Neil Hamilton to resign this evening to prevent more damage being done to the government's election chances. Mr Hamilton remains firm despite calls for him to do the right thing.
If I actually thought that my continuing would help the Labour Party to win power, I have to say I would feel that I had to stand down.
In sport now, in the Brazilian Grand Prix, Canadian Jacques Villeneuve slid off at the very first corner. But he took advantage of a restart to win by 4 seconds in his Williams car. Well, those are the main stories this hour. 5 News Early kicks off at 6 in the morning. Our main news is at 8:30 each weekday night. Tomorrow, we'll be talking live to the Labour leader, Tony Blair. Right now, let's take a look at the weather. It's going to be cloudy tonight in the north with drizzle in parts. Temperatures somewhere between 0 and 5 degrees Celsius. That's it from us at the 5 Newsroom for now. We're back with more in an hour.
A British television premiere. Robin Williams.
Showtime.
Sally Field.
I want a divorce.
I have to be with my children.
Robin Williams. A special treat for all the family.
She's the best thing that ever happened to us.
This is Doubtfire.
The only thing you'll be watching.
And there's only one place you can see her.
Let me first.
I'm very impressed.
Top notch. Yeah.
Next Sunday at 7.
This is 5 on launch night. You'll be meeting Jack Doherty at 10:30, assuming you survived the strange happenings in hospital.